Welcome to Pod Studio, level up your fluency from trending topics. Today we are going to talk about Perplexity AI, your next travel agent.
All right, so we've all played around with generative AI for, basic travel questions, hoping it'll just magically plan our trip.
Yeah, definitely. Ask it for things to do somewhere.
Exactly. But often it still feels a bit like a fancy search engine, right? It just spits out these generic lists.
Uh-huh. And they just add to your own massive research pile.
Totally. That initial excitement about planning a trip, maybe it's a big city or a quiet beach or some amazing ruins, it can just get buried, can it?
Oh, absolutely. Under this mountain of information.
Endless tabs open, conflicting advice from, a dozen blogs. And you're always worried you're missing the really good stuff, the local secrets.
That fear of missing out, yeah. The FOMO is real with travel planning.
Still remember this one trip. Spent days planning everything meticulously, or so I thought. Got there and realized I totally missed booking this key tour that sells out months ahead.
Oh, no. After all that work.
All that research. Still felt anxious. It felt like I needed a personal assistant just to handle the planning part. But we know AI can do better than this, right?
It feels like it should, yeah.
Well, today we're going to dive headfirst into a potential solution. One that really promises to, cut through all that noise.
Make planning easier, maybe even fun again.
Exactly. We're talking about using AI for travel planning, but in a genuinely smart way. Specifically, we're digging into Perplexity AI and its pretty impressive dedicated travel features.
Okay, Perplexity. I've heard good things.
Yeah, so our mission for this deep dive is to really unpack this great article from Tom's Guide. It's by Christoph Schwager, called I Used Perplexity AI to Plan My Next Trip, Here's How. Just came out July 12th, 2025.
Fresh off the presses, then.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We're going to pull out the key takeaways, show you exactly how this tool can kind of act like your own super efficient travel agent.
A personal agent. I like the sound of that.
And here's a really crucial point right up front. Perplexity has this major partnership with Tripadvisor.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's significant.
It really is. We're talking access to over 1 billion reviews, contributions. It's not just about quantity, it's that ground-level insight,
The kind you don't get from official tourism websites, like why locals actually like a place or what to avoid.
Exactly. It shifts your decision-making from just guessing to being genuinely informed. It feels like a real game changer for this kind of tool.
That partnership really elevates it beyond just scraping web data.
So thinking about you listening, you probably use various AI tools already. You might be wondering, okay, why Perplexity? What makes this AI special for travel when so many promise personalization?
That's a fair question. And what's really interesting, according to Perplexity's co-founder, Johnny Ho, travel planning isn't just some side feature for them. No, it's actually a top search category for their users.
Wow, okay. So people are really using it for this.
They really are. And it makes sense when you think about the problems it solves. We're all short on time, right? You want to avoid getting bogged down in hours of research, those endless blog posts, or, watching long travel vlogs just for one useful tip.
Yeah, the endless scrolling.
Perplexity aims to synthesize all that information, prioritize it. Based on what you tell it you want, it cuts down that mental load.
So it's about getting to the good stuff faster and making sure it's actually relevant to you.
Exactly. Moving beyond just generic, popular suggestions to something actually tailored.
Okay, but let's push back a bit. Play devil's advocate. Lots of AI tools claim personalization. How does Perplexity make sure it's not just, reshuffling the same old suggestions? What's really going on under the hood?
Right. That's the key difference. It's not just the conversational interface, which is slick, like the best chatbots. It's the dedicated travel section and that crucial data layer.
The Tripadvisor data again.
Yes, precisely. Having access to over 1 billion reviews lets the AI understand more subjective things, like what does authentic or vibrant or relaxing actually mean based on millions of real human experiences.
So it's interpreting the qualitative stuff from reviews, not just keywords.
Exactly. It helps filter the noise and figure out what people genuinely connect with. So when you tell it your interests or special requests, it can understand them on a much deeper level than just matching words from a search index.
Okay, that makes sense. It's moving beyond just listing attractions to understanding the vibe you're after, based on collective human insight.
That's a good way to put it. It's about what you would genuinely enjoy, drawing on that massive pool of experience.
That kind of tailoring is exactly what I think people are looking for, instead of just another top 10 list. But for listeners thinking, okay, this sounds good, but how do I actually use it? What are the steps? The article lays it out really clearly.
Absolutely. It's basically a playbook for using it. Very straightforward.
Walk us through it.
Okay, so first, step 1, sign in. You need a Perplexity account. If you don't have one, it's free. You can use Google, Apple, or just an email. It takes like a minute.
Standard stuff. Got it.
Step 2, access Perplexity Travel. Once you're logged in, there's usually a new thread button. Looks like a plus sign. Click that, and then you'll see a travel tab in the sidebar options. Just select that.
Easy enough. Plus sign, then travel tab.
Right. Designed to be intuitive. Now, step 3, find inspiration or create your own plan. You get 2 choices here. You can scroll down and look at trending destinations and inspiration.
Ah, so if you don't know where you want to go yet.
Exactly. Great for ideas or getting a starting point for a place you don't know well. Or if you already have your destination, say you're set on that Tokyo trip, you just go straight to the prompt box.
Okay, and start telling what you want.
Yeah. Which brings us to step 4, crafting your custom itinerary. And this is where the article gives a really brilliant tip.
This is the boutique travel agent thing, right?
Yep.
That really caught my eye. Can you break down that specific prompt and why it works so well?
Yeah, it's such a smart approach. The example prompt in the article is, you are a boutique travel agent focused on curating immersive cultural travel experiences. You will be creating a 7-day itinerary for a young couple visiting Tokyo for the first time. They don't speak Japanese. Create a short list of questions that will help you plan an experience they truly enjoy.
Okay, so you're telling it who to be and what its goal is.
Precisely. Instead of just asking, what should I do in Tokyo, and getting, a potentially generic list.
The usual suspects.
Right. You're instructing the AI to adopt a specific persona, this knowledgeable, focused agent, and crucially, you tell it to ask you questions.
Ah, so it flips the script. It needs input from me first.
Exactly. It encourages the AI to ask clarifying things like, are you more into traditional temples or cutting-edge art galleries? Or what's your budget like for dining? Or do you prefer a packed schedule or a more relaxed pace?
That makes it interactive, collaborative.
Totally. It stops being just an information dump and becomes a planning partner. It's actively trying to figure out your specific tastes, needs, any special requests, just like a good human travel agent would.
Tailoring it from the ground up based on that conversation.
That back and forth is what leads to a genuinely personalized itinerary, not just a slightly customized template.
That makes so much sense. It's almost like having that initial consultation with a human agent, but instantly available and powered by this huge knowledge base. I can see how that avoids those pre-trip arguments about what to do when.
Definitely helps get everyone on the same page.
So after you have that chat where the AI asks its questions and you give your preferences, how much back and forth does it usually take before you ask for the final itinerary? Is it a long process?
Actually, no, that's the beauty of it. It's usually pretty quick. Once you answer those first clarifying questions, the AI generally has enough to create a really solid first draft of the itinerary.
Okay, so it's not like days of chatting.
Not at all. You might then refine it with maybe 1 or 2 more prompts, like, could you swap that museum for a hands-on craft workshop? Or find me some vegetarian-friendly options near the hotel for Wednesday evening.
Right, making tweaks.
Exactly. It designs the overall flow, taking that huge mental load off you. It's like your tireless assistant, optimizing for your interests, your energy, even suggesting logical transport between places. No more decision fatigue before you even pack your bags.
It sounds amazing. Okay, so once you're happy with the direction.
Step 5, receiving your curated guide. You just ask it to generate the itinerary based on your discussion. The author of the Tom's Guide article for their Tokyo trip, they got a full 7-day plan.
And was it just a list of places?
Far from it. It included practical suggestions for accommodation, specific food spots, transport options, all broken down logically into morning, afternoon, and evening activities for each day.
Wow, with restaurant options too.
Yep, restaurant options, estimated travel times between things, really comprehensive. A truly actionable plan, day by day.
Okay, that sounds incredibly useful. But this is always the big question with AI. How do we know we can trust these recommendations?
Yeah.
Is Perplexity just, hallucinating fancy trips, or is there actual substance behind it? Accuracy really matters for travel.
Absolutely critical question. And this is where Perplexity, I think, really tries to build that trust through transparency. The article points out 2 key features, 2 tabs that are vital here.
Okay, what are they?
First, there's the Sources tab. This isn't just some vague mention of the internet.
Right.
You can actually browse a clear, detailed list of all the specific websites, articles, and databases Perplexity used to generate your recommendations.
So you can see where the info came from.
Exactly. For the author's Tokyo guide, it showed sources like Tripadvisor, Viator, Expedia, well-regarded travel blogs. Basically, as the article put it, all the right places.
That's reassuring, so you can click through and verify or just dig deeper if you want more detail.
Precisely. It empowers you to cross-reference and builds confidence in the suggestions. It's not a black box.
Okay, that's one tab. What's the other?
The other one is the Steps tab, and this is genuinely quite unique, I think, in the AI space right now.
Steps. What does that show?
It literally shows you the step-by-step process the AI followed to create your plan. You can see how it interpreted your request, what information it searched for, and even the actual search queries it used internally.
Whoa, okay, so it's like looking over its shoulder as it works, seeing his thought process.
Kind of, yeah. You see the logic, how it found accommodation options, how it identified activities based on your interests, how it pieced the schedule together.
That level of transparency is, well, it's pretty impressive. It fosters a different kind of confidence, doesn't it?
It really does. It's not just giving you the answer, it's showing its homework. You understand how it got there. That's invaluable for anyone who wants to critically engage with AI tools.
And it probably helps you learn how to prompt it better next time, too, seeing how it interprets things.
That's a great point, yeah. You start to understand how to phrase your requests for even better results.
So, bringing this all together, what's the bottom line for you, the listener? If you're someone who loves exploring, but frankly, dreads the planning part.
Or even if you just want to get informed quickly without feeling totally snowed under by information.
Then Perplexity AI seems to offer a really powerful, genuinely new way to tackle travel planning. It feels like a shortcut, doesn't it? A shortcut to being not just vaguely informed, but personally informed.
Because it's tailored specifically to you, to your tastes, your pace, your budget.
Yeah, and thinking bigger picture for a second.
Right.
This kind of AI tool, it really changes how we interact with information, wouldn't you say?
I think so. It's moving beyond just finding beta dumps online. It's about synthesis, taking all that raw information and turning it into something immediately useful, actionable, and personalized.
And that transparency piece. Seeing the sources, seeing the steps that encourages us to think critically, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It reminds us to ask, where does this information come from, even when it's served up by an AI? It keeps us sharp, keeps us questioning, which is crucial as these tools become more integrated into our lives.
That's a really profound point. We focus today on travel, and Perplexity clearly has strong capabilities there, especially playing that boutique agent role and showing its work so clearly.
Yeah, the travel application is compelling.
But it definitely makes you wonder, given this ability for personalized, sourced help and that unique transparency, what other tasks in your life, maybe at work, that are really time-consuming and research-heavy could be completely transformed by this kind of AI interaction?
Yeah.
Beyond travel.
Think about that as you maybe consider your next trip or perhaps even your next big project where you're just drowning in research. What else could benefit from a transparent, personalized AI assistant? The possibilities, I think, well, they're really just starting to open up.